Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL Don't Panic. No sooner do I digest one piece of news and get a little quick video out regarding the bonus point system for defensive contributions from midfielders and defenders. Then I have another look on YouTube and think, oh my God, more changes. Double chips, double chips. I haven't digested it enough to really make any really well thought out decisions around this. Don't think any of us will, but it's a game. This one's a game changer. This one's a real game changer. Whatever about the defensive contributions, this totally changes the game in my opinion. As those of you that know and followed me last year, you know I had a very flawed chip strategy. If it worked, it would have been great, but it didn't. Which was basically I blew nearly pretty much all my chips in the first 5 game weeks because I felt it fitted into my methodology of achieving that 70 points average um, across the season. But without data, I'm sort of hitting in the dark. Just trying to do the best draft I can that'll hopefully achieve that in the first 4 or 5 game weeks as we start to accumulate more data. So I thought, yeah, let's build a buffer, keep myself above the 70 points, and then once I've got more data after sort of 5 or 6 game weeks, I'm going to be in a better position to try and achieve that 70 points average. So the chip strategy was an absolute disaster, but certainly once I had the data after 5 or 6 game weeks, I was, by and large, from I think it would have been about like 7 or 8, absolutely was achieving that sort of 70-point average across the rest of the season. It was the bit before it, which was a failure and a very flawed and failed chip strategy. But if it had worked, I would have finished certainly well. I'm going to say roughly because I finished about 50,000. It would have been another 10, 15, 20,000 places higher. A very respectable 25k, I'd say, at a reasonable estimate. Do I have another crack at it now that we've got the extra chips? What have I got to lose? Try and make sure I get to that 80, 90 points in the ideal world in those first 4 or 5 game weeks. Then once I've got that data, the players' data, and I'm seeing the averages, and I can start to build teams that achieve that 70 points plus consistently. That's very tempting, very tempting. I don't think I will go there though. I think I will take a more considered approach. But it changes so much, doesn't it? It changes the way we have to think about our drafts. One question: is the Haaland Salah draft now the best way to go with having the best captaincy options on a weekly basis? Game week 6, I think it would be. Is there a triple captaincy there with Haaland? I think there's opportunities there for Salah as well, but the deeper bench from early on, I think, is going to become more important, and you're not going to have a deep bench with a Haaland Salah draft. A free hit, where would you play that free hit way? Because you're not really unlikely to get the double game week. So you're probably going to be looking at a game week where I don't know where players where you've got 2 or 3 players, a lot of your players playing against each other, trying to zero in on one where maybe just as an example, maybe Liverpool are playing Arsenal or Arsenal are playing City, and you might have 2 or 3 players from each. Maybe Liverpool got Chelsea. Don't know. You have to look closely at this. So you don't want half of your team playing each other. So you're looking for maybe a week, and I think there may be one about game week 11 where I think this is really off the top of my head just from looking at fixtures and stuff where I think Wolves have got I don't know, not City. Wolves have got someone. Burnley have got West Ham. Everton maybe playing against Leeds. I don't know. It's just an example trying to find one. Yeah, okay, hey, I haven't got any of those players, but those are 3 good fixtures. A couple of players from there from the defence, a couple of strikers, something like that. We really are targeting the newly promoted or the teams that are struggling around, game week 11 or 12 or something like that for the free hit. There is so much to think about here. My head's doing my head in already, just sort of thinking of the connotations of this. Sooner they get the game released, the better. So hopefully that will be on Monday or Tuesday. That's a game changer. Now I'm sort of also thinking, have they brought in too many changes too fast this year? Between a new bonus point system for the defensive side, now double chips. Will we have the Ass Man this year? Will we have the Ass Man? I don't think we've seen any news on that. Personally, I hope they remove it. I hope they remove it or bring it down to 1 game week. But then if they do remove it or just bring it down to 1 game week, do we lose the 5 free rolling transfers? Because I've been really thinking how that was going to be a sort of a key part of my own strategy this year. So we need that news as well. I guess we just got to wait till the game's released. I haven't heard mention of a double ass man. I think that would be too much. Jesus, no, that'd be just too much. It'd start to take, yeah, wouldn't be very, very good for the casual player. And just the other thing, and I haven't spoke about this in many of my videos either. The other change, of course, is this new AI thing with the partnership that that they've got with Microsoft now. How's that going to affect things? You know, for me, you'll have seen me mention many times last year. I mean, I'm really against AI, but it's part of the game, and you know, a lot of people do use it. But again, you know, what's the fun in having a robot pick your team every week? You know, honestly, if it really does go that far, I think it's time to give up. But do I actually really believe in it? I don't think AI is any better than a really engaged manager. AI, there are certain things that AI cannot do. Anyway, I'm talking. I have a little waffle. Feels like there's so much change now coming. Really, really like the bonus points for the defensive contributions. I think that's a great because it really does broaden the spread of players that you look at. Not so keen at this double chip. I kind of like the first half of the season. You just go out, you get things set, and you pick your team and you do it, and then you've got chip season in the second half of the season. Unless like me, you blew it last year in the first 5, but you know what I mean. And now this new AI tool, which for the casual manager, um, I guess that there's just once log in once a week and pick their team. But again, where's the fun in that? I'm going, yeah. What does AI tell me to do? Oh yeah, go transfer this guy out, bring this guy in. Yeah, that's it. Job done. Fine. Lots to think about, guys. Lots to think about. Let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, double chips. Got a strategy? What are your thoughts? Let's discuss. I'll come back again in a day or two's time once I've thought this one through thoroughly and give a much more definitive opinion. In the meantime, have fun. Play your own game. It's nearly time to panic. See you soon. Bye-bye.